What's going on, everybody? Or how do I usually start live streams? What is going on, everybody? Just one moment here while we get the ball rolling on my end. Let me make sure that this is all popping up just fine. Hello. Yes, hello, everyone. Andrew Toole, what's going on? We've got Daniel Pfeiffer. Oh, wait. Oh, chat's not scrolling. There we go. Daniel Pfeiffer. The Flaming Ice Arrow, Three Wheeler, William Edwards, Zach Wilson, Dylan Pellman, Al the Science Pal, Lance Howard. Hello everyone. How is it going? So yeah, once again, I had somebody ask me just a little bit ago, is Friday the new norm for lives? No, it's not. Saturday was still the new norm, but when if we got something going on a Saturday, then I gotta push it to Friday. But I did my best to notify everybody on the Instagram story and on an Instagram post and on my community tab and in Discord. I tried to send out notifications at least 30 minutes in advance, so hopefully you guys picked up one of those. And if not, hopefully you got the notification for the live stream as soon as it started. Hello, yes, hello everyone. Kiefer, Kyle, what's up? So we have a few new knives out here on the table for the channel and a couple of things that I purchased for myself. What is that? Something sticky on the Microtech there. One sec. But yeah, some new stuff that's about to be unboxed. You guys kind of know the drill. On live streams, I like to give sneak peeks of stuff that's coming up. A lot of the stuff you guys have not even seen me unbox yet. So we'll talk about that here in a sec. Any thoughts on Vero Engineering knives? Just pre-ordered an Axon on a whim, and what are your thoughts on them? Made by Bestech, I believe. I don't know anything about that knife or them at all, but it'll be something I'm looking into. Yeah, the 80-20. Nick Shabazz sent me this. This is amazing. This is really, really cool. And that lock, if you can flick it and get it to be going like right here and then let go of it, the sound of that engagement, the sound of this knife, oh my gosh, fidget factor and strength. This is a thick boy. Oh man, there's a lot of good here, but you can wheel it open, you can flick it open, you can reverse flick it open, or you can whip it in and whatever, Super cool. The 80-20, yeah, that's on my radar, I think, as a personal purchase. But I need one in full tie. I need one that looks like my... Oh my gosh, my personal Hinderers aren't out here. Hang on. Let's get my Hinderers out here. I don't know why I didn't put them out. We'll get one of them out. We don't need both of them. We'll get the Lightmare out. Scoot these guys on over just a bit, and we'll put it right next to that non-flipper slicer. There we go. Yeah. Hey, you guys want to take a look at this Arius? There's something different about it. You ready? This is a non-flipper. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Does this translate well as a non-flipper? Oh. Oh, this works so well. I am very pleased to get my hands on a non-flipper Konig Arius. Very cool. We'll talk about that later. What's the knife next to the 80-20 on the right? This one right here. This is a Marfione Custom MSG3, which is essentially it's a Marfione Custom Strider that is a flipper on bearings and an integral. The MSG3, the newest generation, is an integral. So if you've ever wanted a Strider SNG that was a titanium frame lock flipper running on bearings with a steel lock bar insert and the over travel stop that was an integral, well, the MSG3 is exactly that. Pretty cool. That's a knife that is very exciting to me. I've actually wanted to get my hands on that for a while. Hey, Mallory Designs is in here. What's up, man? Good to see ya. Very much enjoy interacting with Dylan on Instagram. Yeah, I'm sorry I keep switching up the day. I try to keep it pretty consistent, but there's just going to be some nights where we have to do it on Fridays. That's fine. I got the Civivi Elementum, really good budget flipper. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Is that a Sharp by Design and a Carter Prime? Yes, it is. Carter Prime was sent by one of the mods on my Discord server, Connor. It's got some custom ammo on it. Totally falls shut. And then this is my own personal new Evo Typhoon. I had a patron offer it up for trade, and I could not resist because I think this is one of the greatest folding knives that's ever existed. And I wanted a user in my rotation, so that is what that is. I got a really great shape, too. I'd say this thing is about 98%. Just a light user. I got something in my eye. Jeez Louise, what the heck? Hang on. I'm wiping my eye out. I got something stingy. It was like I had hot sauce in my fingers or something. Wipe my eye. Anyways, this Evo Typhoon is a Japanese Tanto with the carbon fiber inlays, which means that this is a sub frame lock, or there's an overlay over the frame lock, which is a preferable design for me. This is about perfect. This was offered up in near mint condition for trade by one of my patrons, and I said, yep, I'll do that. That is very interesting to me, for sure. You did, Dylan showed me his Microtech collection. He has a very impressive Microtech collection. A lot of you guys saw on my story. So a long time ago on the channel, I said the Dirac Delta looks like a perfect OTF. So then I handled a Dirac, or Dirac. I know it's I mentioned it on the unboxing, which you guys haven't seen yet. Dirac Delta is apparently a term or an equation that's used in architecture, or the geometry or equations associated with architecture. I don't know. It has something to do with the peak, whatever. So my point is, I don't know how to pronounce it. But I reviewed the Dirac, and I was like, this is excellent. This is one of the most perfect OTF designs I've ever handled. I really want the big one. As soon as they come out with a black frame and a stone-washed blade, I will buy one. GP Knives had one, so I bought this. Yeah, this is my favorite OTF in existence, hands down. It's going to get a very good review. Spoiler alert. This is wonderful. For 340 bucks, it's 9 1/4 inches. It's the same length as the Combat Troodon, or Troodon, whatever. But it's fully symmetrical. It's perfectly symmetrical. Beautiful design. Absolutely beautiful design. 204p. Very needle-like tip. Oh my gosh, that tip is just crazy pointy. Insane. Love this knife. Am in love with that OTF. The Hinderer Firetech, well, it'll be a Gen 2 Hinderer Firetech, the second generation, but you mean a tri-way Firetech? I think a lot of people are, for sure. Let's see here. Blow it up, MC. What's up, Zell? Let's see here. Let me go back and read through. The new Evo Typhoon, the anticipation is killing me. I've never handled a Sharp by Design or a Riyadh, actually. Yeah, so it's pretty rare that I will buy a knife that is not manufactured in the United States. Riyadh is a company I will make an exception for. If they have a design that is very appealing, Riyadh's quality is unquestionable, and the Evo Typhoon is a perfect example of that. And actually, the reason I picked this up is because the anticipation is killing me too. I really cannot wait until my new one comes in. This is a 2017 variant, and I just wanted one as a user because they're so good. This is the exact same quality as the one that I handled that was all tie, also from 2017. And I'm happy that this is going to be a permanent part of my rotation, or at least I say that. Let's, tentatively. I used it today. I was trimming. Bought a new gas weed whacker, and I was trimming and had to adjust it. I adjusted it, and for whatever reason, the string that came out one side was too long. And I was like, dang it. So I tried to twist it back in, and it got hung up. So I was like, I'm just going to cut it. And I had the Typhoon in my pocket, and I just cut about 4 inches off of it, went right through it, and I was like, yeah, that felt good. It's got one snail trail on it, which is just enough for me to wave off the honeymoon phase. And so yeah, I'm going to use that one. pretty excited. Show the people my OTF. Yeah, for sure, man. I've got your OTF here in the second drawer off to my left. Zell sent me his Troodon Hellhound that's bronze. This is going to be used as a comparison knife when I review the Dirac. Since currently in my possession I have a Microtech Combat Troodon, a regular Troodon, a Dirac, a Scarab, and a Halo 6, all currently in my possession. It's not, unless you're Dylan Mallory, you might not have all of those in one place. So I figured I need to do a video, or at least show them all together. That'd be fun. Almost got an Evo. Maybe that means I should get a Lanny then. What's a Lanny? Like a like what does that mean? It's like you have all of the Infinity Stones. Oh my gosh. What would I want if I had the Infinity Stones and I could snap my fingers? What would I want? Certainly wouldn't be balance of the universe. What a stupid wish. Balance of the universe. Crazy. Crazy Thanos. No, I don't know. I have no idea what I would do. Let's see. Oh, just picked up the FW3A. It came in today, but I'm waiting for an 18650 to come in. Yeah, I made that mistake when I ordered a flashlight one time, and so now I always try to order the battery and the flashlight, order multiple batteries at the same time, so that when I inevitably order another flashlight, which, by the way, so they all come in at the same time, or, you know, relatively the same time. This is the Noctagon KR4, also running on the Onduril user interface. This guy's in titanium, much like the also yet to be unboxed on the channel, the MSR D4V2 Ti. These are both titanium, both I think made by essentially the same company. Both have the copper heat sinks. The Noctagon is slightly more powerful. This does not have the magnetic tail cap, but it has a tritium insert on the tail switch, which is awesome. Comes pre-installed, and then it has all the same multicolor LEDs. So 1, 2, 3. Let's get it to rotate here for a sec. Get it to start rotate. There we go. So now it'll rotate through all the multicolored LEDs. But the machining on this guy is very well done. This guy's a little sharp, feeling a little unfinished in certain areas. I love the LED light that glows, you know, when the auxiliary LEDs are on, and I love the magnetic tail cap, but I think I like the Noctagon a little bit better, honestly. That Noctagon KR4 is really good. Stasa23, thank you so much. That's a sweet light. Both of them. Everyone go smash that like button. Hey, yeah, smash that like button. 102 watching and only 36 likes. Thanks, Stasa. Appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like only 37 people really, truly like the live stream. You know, there's 107 people in here who are either indifferent or frustrated with the live stream. Thanks for the donation, man. Check out Stasa23 on YouTube. You should already be subscribed to him. If you're watching this live, or if you're watching this in the future, hey, you future people, and you're thinking, I'm watching this in the future, I don't feel any obligation. No, I'm talking directly to you from the past. MC from the past says, go subscribe to Stasa23. Let's see here. Zell, yeah, I know you were one of the 37. I always look at the likes and think, I know Zell's in there. I know he's in there, smiling down at me or smiling up at me, however, wherever the ether of the like population exists. Bottom right knife. This is the Concept Shard. Definitely my favorite design from Concept right now, and it comes with a Timascus clip for about what are these? 210, 220. S35VN carbon fiber inlay, bead blasted frame. Very beautiful tumbled finish, very smooth. Boy, this is an excellent design. Oh, I love this. I was on board for the Cryo. Warrior was okay. It wasn't my favorite. This is a home run. This is wonderful. Unfortunately, you cannot access that slot, that's okay because it's got a nice flipping action and a wonderful carry profile. The clip is also in a great position. Very nice knife from Concept Knives. Definitely my favorite. Can I start flicking the Strider? Sure. Yep. You can do the reverse flick. You can do the regular flip. You can do the thumb flick. And I think you can actually Spidey drop it too. Yeah, you can totally do that. There you go. Does that scratch the itch for you? Let's see here. QSP Penguin, I ordered one, will be here Monday. Thanks for your influence, great call. Yeah, QSP Penguin's awesome for sure. Very, very good. Let's see here. Loving my Tucson, you modded from, I didn't, he must be talking to, oh, he says that Stasa. I was like, I did not mod a Tucson. The top left, right here, it's the Konig Arius with the copper dust carbon fiber, I think, but it's a non-flipper. How cool is that? I found that I actually, just like the XM18, I think the ultimate version of this knife is one that does not have a flipper tab because of the incredible ergonomic freedom. The difference in ergonomic freedom between a flipper XM and a non-flipper XM is night and day. The difference between a flipper Konig Arius and a non-flipper Konig Arius is an even brighter day in contrast with an even darker night, or vice versa, however you want to say that. Long-winded way of saying I really like the non-flipper Arius. Not to say that there's a problem with the flipper Arius, but man, that forward choil is roomy. If you're real big into ergonomic freedom, that is the one to go with. Konig Arius, how much do they run? I think at base they're $550, but that guy, yeah, quite a bit more. I'm gonna guess that guy might be $650 to $700. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody can let me know. Oh yeah, you know what, Kyle? That actually actually is a good idea. Yeah, Kyle has the record for knives that he's sent more than he has sent so many knives multiple times. Yeah, Kyle, that would actually be great if you wouldn't mind. I would love to do a comparison. That'd be cool, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. How much did the Strider run? I think this is one of the least expensive customs that I have ever seen. Like, I remember seeing this exact variant pop up on GP Knives a long time ago for about $750, which is a lot of money. But this is a full custom, U.S. made custom. That's seriously, it's one of the better prices that I've seen for a U.S. custom. But yeah, I think they're $700, $750. The Arius is around 1,000. Okay, well I was way off there. We'll figure out exactly the cost that goes into this version of the Arius when I review it. But I think the Arius, the full titanium Arius, comes in at base, just the absolute most basic version of it. I think it comes in about $550. Damn, the copper dust carbon fiber runs closer to 900 to 1,000. Holy crap! All right, well there you go, guys. That's about $1,000 knife right there, and I'm throwing it around like, yeah, neato, woo. I mean, that sounded like a weird flex. That's not what I was trying to do there. I just was not. I was under the assumption it was 750 or so. But anyways, 20 CV bug out. Nope, doesn't exist. It does now, but you're probably being sarcastic. In the custom shop, for those of you who don't know, the Benchmade bug out is now on the custom shop. If you have not gone to, and no, I don't make any money. I make money if you guys go down in my description and buy the bug out from my description. But if you go to the custom shop, I don't make any money. But I'm still going to tell you about it because it's cool. The Benchmade bug out is now on the custom shop, and you can build your own version of it with different colored G10 scales, different colored thumb studs and standoffs, blade coating, non-coated, 20 CV if you want. Pretty cool. And M4, 20 CV, and S30V, I think, is what they have available. Oh, yeah. I figured three-wheelers. Sorry. Let's see. Hey, Talbert Tipton, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. They do have a 20 CV G10 bug out? I didn't know that. Interesting. Everyday Minimalist, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Zell likes M4. I figured you would. Did you see my custom bug out? No, I didn't see it. Kiefer, is it on Instagram? I'll have to go look after that. My phone's a little tied up right now. Literally, you should see the set. You should see the thing holding my phone up. You'd laugh. I mean, it's an arm, like it's made for a phone, but like the charger's plugged in and the charger's like wrapped around the arm so that it keeps out of the shot. Let's see here. Connor Smith, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping in. Let me show off this XM18 I unboxed today. Pretty cool. Interesting that we have finally gotten to the point where the version, you know, the Hinderer that's been so hard to beat for some people, the ZT0562, and many people have considered for a long time to be the better Hinderer. We've actually gotten to a point now where the actual XM18, Andrew Toole, thank you so much for that donation. I love how MC waits to open the Arius to reveal that it's a non-flipper, as if the lack of a flipper tab wasn't a hint. I am a simple man, all right? I use a lot of, it's puff and smoke and mirrors here, even if you can see the corner of the mirror sticking out behind the curtain. Andrew Toole obviously can see through all of my showmanship. But anyways, yeah, we've gotten to the point now where there is a version of the XM18 that is literally identical to the design of the ZT0562, except where people will still claim that the ZT0562 is a better knife, except the Hinderer, and anybody who's handled both the XM18 and the 0562 will probably say the ZT0562 is a good knife. It's a great knife for the money. But the quality and consistency, definitely that goes to Hinderer. 100%. If you've never handled an XM18 and you're thinking, how could it possibly be better than the ZT0562? It is. Especially these tri-way variants. It really, really is. It really shows, you know, in the end product. This blue looks really nice. It really does. This is just nice. I really like how the blue G10 looks in contrast with the stonewash. This is really cool. Like this a lot. These are available at DLT Trading right now. There's still some available. If you're watching this right now and you're thinking, I'd like to have one of those, actually there's a link right at the top of my description that says shop at DLT. Shop at DLT Trading. You can click that, go into Hinderer knives. You can find that version pretty easily. The 0562 Ti feels better in hand than the XM18. I'll disagree with you, but I'll respect your opinion. I love the XM18. I'm sorry, the 0562 Ti. I definitely do. But in my opinion, the XM18 full Ti or G10 feels a little bit better. Nothing wrong with different people having different perspectives, for sure. See, I bought a ZT0562 Ti for myself, played with it for a while, and then sold it because I found that there's just nothing that could replace the feeling that I get from my own XM18. I've had many XM18 3.5 inches with this titanium scale that's been around since the very beginning. In fact, it was shown in the very first episode on this channel 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago now. And I've found that nothing quite has matched up with it, even the 0562. But that's just for me. Still waiting on the non-flipper Fullard XM18 to come back in stock. I imagine at some point they'll do that again. You're probably going to see flippers before you see non-flippers in the next round. It's probably going to be a couple months, at least. Dire Straits, why isn't the Matador out on the table? The Matador? What do you mean? Give me more information. Sorry. Give me more information. I've got a whole bunch of knives sorted off to my left. And I picked and choose based on stuff that was coming up in the next week, and stuff that we haven't talked about. But how bright are the lights? If Zach is still in here, he can tell me where I'm wrong. I think the D4V2 is somewhere around 4,000 lumens, maybe just shy. The KR4, this is in 6500K, I think is about 4,300 lumens. So the KR4 is the brightest light out here, but I do have, off camera, I have a D4 SV2 that I think is a bit brighter. I want to say this is like 4,800 lumens, maybe 5,000 lumens, something like that. These aren't very expensive. The aluminum variants, like the ones you're seeing here, this is a D4V2 aluminum with a short titanium body, And then this is the D4 SV2. These are like 60, 70 bucks. Titanium versions, you're looking at 100 to 110. One of my favorites, honestly, for the money right now is the FW3T. And this is about 90 bucks. It doesn't have the multicolored LEDs, but I don't know. We're going to do a flashlight battle here soon, and I really like this guy. I modded the tail cap with the tritium inserts, but this is a good light. I'll lay that one out here too. Just let him kind of hang out right there. As long as you can still see my Instagram. I still need people following me on Instagram. The only Hinderer that really appeals to me is if he ends up making a slicer or Warney Tri-Way Eclipse. Back the 0392. Yeah, I'm on board for that. I want to see some new blade shapes in the Eclipse Tri-Way. For the love of all things that are good, please, more Tri-Way Eclipses with different blade shapes. I want to see the Bowie. Definitely want to see the Warncliffe. More Harpoon Spantos. I bought a not a Tri-Way, but a Gen 2 Harpoon Spanto Eclipse. We definitely need to see those blade shapes on that. I want to see the ZT 0392 blade shape, the one that was the originally custom concept through Hinderer, and the only production version they've ever done was through ZT. I want to see that exactly in the Hinderer version of it. I'm on board there with you, Andrew, for sure. Let's see. Can I show the Konig? Yeah, for sure. There you go. Apparently this is I said 750. My chat tonight said no, 900 to 1,000. So this is about 900 to 1,000 with the copper dust carbon fiber. Every bit as smooth as the other. I've handled 3 Ariuses now. This is the 4th one. They are very consistent, just as smooth. This one is very lightweight because of the scale, and because it is a non-flipper, it is ergonomically preferable for me. Very, very cool. Lay that one carefully back down right there. You show how the flashlights look at night in your future reviews, especially comparison between 2 models. I'll try. I'm not really big into editing. I'll show. Here's the thing. The more complex, excuse the pun, with knives I can get like that. With flashlights I can't get too technical because I'm not nearly as confident, right? And the more technical I get and the more like that I show in terms of the modes and like how useful they are in certain settings, the more I'm inviting the true flashlight people to come in and go, you do not know what the heck you're doing. So I want to be real careful about the setting and how I present it. But I will try to show, you know, like ramping from low to high at night and back down. Yeah. I'll show something like that. I got this weird thing with 6500K. Oh, man. Levon from the Knife Nuts podcast gives me so much crap because he's like, why do you always order the same emitter? Like, you should be ordering 5000K. That's much better as far as, like, the human eye's ability to, like, distinguish what color they're looking at under light. Like, you do that with 6500K, and it's just too bluish white for you to distinguish. And I know he's right, but I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just more appealing to me. I like seeing that white beam. So, flashlight people I know will make fun of me. Yeah, for sure, man. Let me show you the Evo Typhoon. I'm so happy that I have one of these as a user now. It's real nice. It's not fall shut. It's more wiggle shut, and that's fine. They're all like that apparently. But I'm okay with that. You can see, sorry, we're at an angle here. You can see there just takes a little bit of wiggle. I've got this thing perfectly centered. You can see there, smack dab right down the middle. Nice flipping action. Just wonderful. This is just such an excellent, it's just so comfortable. And you know, for the size of it, it's amazing that there's almost 3.75 inches of blade on this guy. This is a big knife, but it honestly feels like, if you handed this to me and said this is an 8-inch knife with a 3.4-inch blade, I'd go, yeah, that makes sense. It is there's way more blade than you'd think. The blade to handle ratio is just amazing. It's almost 1-to-1. Where's the ultimate button lock that Connor sent you? It's right here. Oh, no. No, it's not. It's over here. The M-Tech button lock. All right, hang on. Let me get it. It's the only time you guys are ever going to get a serious review on an M-Tech. And I mean, I'd wave them off until Connor was like, no, seriously, you need to check out this M-Tech button lock. Now, this is not perfectly dropping, but you can see there, once it's past like a little bit, yeah, it will actually do that. So hang on, something about right here makes it not want to drop perfectly shut. What is it that's happening here? Yeah, see, now it wants to swing shut. But anyways, this is a manual button lock, and it's pretty smooth. Not bad. No blade play on an M-Tech. I'm sure that the steel is garbage. Yeah. M-Tech USA. Oh my God. USA design, or as Nick Shabazz says, USA. Stupid. Sorry. Anybody who's watching right now, if you don't know, if you've got an M-Tech and it says M-Tech USA, your knife's not made in the USA. They're using clever dialogue there. They're claiming it's a USA made design, or US design. It's manufactured in China. But this is definitely the highest quality M-Tech that I've ever handled. I couldn't imagine this cost very much. It's interesting. I'm glad Connor sent it. It's something that I'm going to take a look at on the channel. We're going to talk about it for sure. Not bad. Not bad in the quality department. If this ends up being a $15 to $20 knife, then okay, you know? But if they want 30, 40 bucks for it, probably not. But I mean, it's interesting because it's a button lock and it's in the ultra budget category, right? It's pretty cool. How do I like the Carter Prime? It's awesome. I love the Carter Prime, but this one in particular, holy schmoly, that is, woo, fall shut. I wish it had an over travel stop. I really wish it had an over travel stop. But listen, for 70, 75 bucks, full titanium, D2, nice flipping action. One of the only things that I'm really going to come down on it for are loose bearings, and it doesn't have an over travel stop. But other than that, it's just going to be little nitpicks. It's a pretty good knife. If you like the overbuilt titanium frame lock look and you want an original design and you don't want to pay Medford prices for it, Carter Prime is pretty good. Corey M328I. I don't like flipper knives. What are your thoughts on a 3-inch Hinderer thumb stud only version? And is it possible for it to give me a fingergasm, kind of like my Sebenza? Well, the Sebenza is very different from the Hinderer in terms of action. But my opinion on flipperless Hinderers is that they are superior to the flipper versions. And my current favorite XM18 is actually a 3.5-inch non-flipper. And I love it. And I'm going to say, if you really like to deploy your knives like this, right, the feeling that you get from your Sebenza, if you're able to do that, I would say is probably going to be magnified with the Hinderer in a very positive way, because it runs on bearings. So yeah, I would say go for that. The very best version of the 3-inch especially is the non-flipper, because it allows you to get a full purchase on it. Flipper tab is even more so in the way on the 3-inch. So yeah, 100%. MC, what knife would you recommend for EDC around 100 bucks? The Kershaw Bareknuckle in 20 CV, 100%. Who's with me? Who's with me on that? Kershaw Bareknuckle 20 CV, Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive. That's probably the very best knife you can get for $100. There's going to be a few people who disagree, but for the most part, I think you'll find that my chat will say, yep, 100%. That is the knife to get. That is actually one of the very best knives, dollar for dollar, in existence. And I can say, other than a little bit of excess tension on that subframe lock, the knife is very close to perfect. Oh, look at this affirmation. Oh, I just feel so good about myself. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, seriously though, that is definitely the way to go. You're going to spend $100. I would feel very, I'd feel very confident, very good about recommending that knife to you. So, yeah. Connor's, also the button lock Matador M-Tech is $10. All right. $10? This might be the very first M-Tech that I recommend. Holy crap. Oh, man. Hey, Connor, can I take it apart? Is that okay with you? Or you want me to leave it intact? I mean, if you don't want me to, I'll probably buy one for myself. Okay, thanks, man. I gotta figure out what's keeping it from dropping, because it wants to. But if I can get it to drop, it's gonna really make a difference in that review. It's mine? You don't have to give it to me. I mean, I appreciate it, but you don't have to give it to me. I may my own stupidity. Let's see here. Of my SMKW Champagne Bareknuckle, only beaten by the $80 20CV Link. Yeah, the $80 20CV Link is pretty good. I like the Link, but I like the Bareknuckle a little bit better. MC, ever check out the Alliance Designs Jeremy Marsh chisel? No, but I do. The Alliance Designs knives that I have handled have been excellent, and I think the concept behind what they do is an excellent idea. So I'll have to check that out. If you have Instagram, send me a picture of that so I remember. By the way, anybody who's ever wanting me to check out something that they think I've never checked out or think that I might like, yeah, shoot me a picture on Instagram. People message me on Instagram. They say, sorry to bother you, or I know you're busy. I'm not busy. Not busy. What I'm saying, I'm busy, but I'm not like so busy that I'm like, oh, don't message me. Blech. No. Please message me. Please always feel free to message me on Instagram. I am not nose in the air. You know, it might take me a bit to get back to you, but yeah, seriously, if there's a knife that you think I might like, yeah, message me on Instagram for sure. I'll eventually. Usually, I get back with people within the day. I don't want anybody to think that I'm like, you know, that I'm at a point where I don't accept direct messages. Far from it. Absolutely far from it. I don't know if that day will ever come. What's the knife that is to the right? The Microtech OTF. This is the Carter Prime, the Ontario Knife Company Carter Prime titanium frame lock in D2. Connor will correct me. I think these are 70 to 80 bucks, and definitely worth it. There's going to be a couple of little tiny things that I point out that slightly bother me, but for the most part, yeah, this is a solid user. I mean, seriously, like, it's nice and solid, and it's nice and falls shut. I'm going to probably need to give that pivot just a little bit of a turn. It doesn't feel like you've got Loctite in there. That's fine. But, yeah, super smooth. What's the knife to the right of the Evo Typhoon? This is the niche Ingress prototype. Check this out. Cap, I'm actually pretty excited about this. I like big, tall blades. And if you guys are wondering, no, it is not thick on the spine. Yes, it is an absolute laser beam down here. This is pretty cool. You can do the thumb flick. You can also do the reverse flick, and you have that nice little notch up there. Very nice and ergonomic. Has this worn cliffy blade. This is pretty cool. Very tall blade. I love the texturing on the titanium. Steel lock bar insert. Nice 3-hole sort of Emerson or Benchmade style clip. This is cool. Niche Ingress prototype. Very neat. Like that one a lot. And the steel, what's the steel? I believe it's 20 CV. Yeah. Oh wait. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Yeah. You can just barely see it right there. It says CPM 20 CV. I know it's blurry. It's because the live camera doesn't want to focus. Yeah, 20 CV on the niche Ingress prototype. Oh, let's see here. Like Olites. I like some Olites for sure. You can check out some cheaper knives. Rats, Emerson's, Kershaw, Civivi comparison. I do a ton of inexpensive knife reviews. Tons. In fact, I have a playlist called Cheap Knives I Like. I've reviewed a lot of inexpensive knives. They don't always make that list, but if you want to see the list of the inexpensive knives that I have reviewed on the list, they are on that playlist. I've never checked out an Emerson Kershaw. I might more in the future, but yeah. You like the Arius? That seems to be a popular one tonight. If you had $200 and wanted to overpay for a knife, which bench grade would you buy? $200 and I wanted to overpay. Oh, right now, I don't know. I mean, your best bet is the Super Freak, but I wouldn't necessarily say you're overpaying. That's one of Benchmade's most spot on prices. They want 190-ish for that thing. I think that's pretty spot on. The Mini Crooked River or the new Benchmade 9400 Auto. That's $200 well overspent. For sure. Now, if you want to be spot on, though, if you want to, make your money count with Benchmade, yeah, then go for the Super Free. Demko needs to make a mini 80/20 in textured titanium. Yeah, I think so. I would still buy the full size, but I can see why most people would really like a smaller one. This thing is so cool. Oh my gosh, that lock works so well. I'm still getting used to the whole momentum thing, but that's so fun. And here's the thing. If you don't want to do that, just flick it like a regular knife, and when you're done, you just pull back on the... No omega springs to worry about. You get what looks like cold steel triad lock strength, and the ergos are a dream. They are a dream. Oh my gosh. And what it would take to accidentally disengage this, it's not going to happen during normal use. You can choke up on it up here. Nice jimping. Perfect blade. What an absolute home run from Andrew Demko. I love how he does his hardware too, where it says Andrew Demko knives. What does it say? Yeah, Demko knives. And then back here it says, what does it say? Wampum, Pennsylvania. Such a cool sounding knife. Like when it engages, when it locks out and your finger's not on that little tab right there. So cool. I want an Elementum and Van X. I think a lot of people do. PM2 Van X gang, yeah. Yeah, I saw the meme. I think that definitely needs to happen. They're gonna do everything they possibly can with that PM2. 100%. Expect to see everything. Expect to see them do a PM2 in tin foil and wood and banana peel. It won't even be steel anymore. It'll just be weird novelty stuff. Cardboard PM2. Pickle PM2, all that stuff. Yeah, I want to see more Shaman stuff for sure. 100%. I would love to see a Shaman. I want to see that Shamanto. In Maximate, the Shamaximanto. That's definitely my #1 most wanted Dream Spider Co of all time. Give me that. And Flightanium dragging their feet with those titanium scales. This is the 4th live stream in a row where I've mentioned that. Please, Flightanium, what are you doing? You teased it so long ago, and then you're like, ooh, I don't know. I love Flightanium. I'm just joking around. But, I want those scales. I just really want them. All right, let's see here. Started the pick. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. The Shimini. Yeah. So a lot of people were like, they've already done it. It's the little native or the little native. The little native is too. I want something that's in between the size of the little native and the Shaman. Like in between. I'm like a 3/4 Shaman is what I want. I think a lot of people would like that. I totally plan to get a Caribbean or a Caribbean as a hard use folder. Okay. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the membership program. I always try to do this in every live stream just to let people know. If you would like to join the Knights of the Rounds, those are those fellows there, those ladies and those gents with the little knight helmets beside their names and multicolored ones. We've got blue, red, right, green. That's my membership program, and you have some perks. If you decide to join, you get a couple of perks. You get some unique Excalibur emojis, as are shown in the chat right now. Actually, the full list is, let me take a look here real quick. We have the standard Excalibur emoji I made a long time ago, the Energy Sword from Halo. We have Onderil, the Broken Blade from Lord of the Rings, Diamond Sword from Minecraft. We have the Master Sword from Legend of Zelda. We have Frostmourne from World of Warcraft, the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII. We have Kylo Ren's lightsaber. We have the Chaos Blades from God of War. We have Sword of Almonds from Thundercats, and then we have Ashbringer from World of Warcraft. All of those swords from popular culture. I created as emojis for my Knights of the Rounds. So if you join, you get a badge, which will change color depending on how long you have been a knight. You can see there's a few different colors there. Starts off as blue. After a while, it changes to green, then purple, then red, and then finally gold, which nobody is at right now. But yeah, it's $1.99 a month. Your badge will always show next to your name in comments during or under any video during regular chat, and then it'll also show beside your name during live chat, and then you'll have access to the Excalibur emojis during chat as well as some other interesting MC stuff. So if you want to join, all you have to do is either hit the join button right under the video, or you can pull the description open in the video, and it's the very first link that I linked right in the description. You can click on it. It should take you right to the membership page, and you can opt for that if you want to. Generally, when people join, it highlights them in chat, and then we all raise our swords. It's fun. But yeah, it supports the channel too. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, you can have some fun with it, and it also supports my channel, so I'd appreciate it. Anyways, let's see here. Dude, it's my... Oh, you guys are trying to... Yeah, so the Discord's still up. I made a couple of changes. We're going to be really careful about the traffic that flows in and out. There'll be some more information here down the road. Adam Roberts, welcome to the Knights of the Round. Enjoy your badging system and your exclusive Excalibur emojis. Everybody, all of my knights, let's hail Adam Roberts as a new knight. Raise your swords for Adam Roberts. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Look, there we go. Swords and pickles and acorns now. Oh my God, what is this channel becoming? So weird. I hate to be that guy, but Onderil was the name of the sword when it was reforged. Narsil was the sword when it was broken. You're right. I was about to be like, you know, yeah, but no, he's right. Narsil. Onderil is the reforged. Yeah, so actually Narsil, the Broken Blade. I should just say the Broken Blade from Lord of the Rings. I wanted to have the full Onderil, but for whatever reason, the Broken Blade just sounded cooler, and it really kind of appeals more to the like true Lord of the Rings person. Ironically, the person who's talking to you right now does not refer to the emoji as its proper name, which is, you know, in agreement, it's Narsil. So, sorry about that. Embrace the acorn. I can't raise my swords, but I can raise my... Yes, Benjamin Downing, yes. Pickles and acorns do go together. Yes, yeah, traditionally. Oh my God. Fun night. Is there a giveaway? Not tonight. I will do some more of those. I just wanted to do a casual, laid back, kind of just, you know, relax, talk about some knives, chill out. It's Friday live stream. Traffic is never as high on a Friday live stream because it's kind of a surprise. People expect it to be Saturday, which it will be next week. I'll go back to Saturdays. We got a birthday party tomorrow, so we got to get that going, and there's no way for me to get a live stream done tomorrow. We need an emblem for the Acorn Pickle Knights. I will talk to Endure about that. Andrew, or guys, actually multiple people, if you've got me on Instagram, message me right now and remind me to create some sort of MC Knight helmet, pickle, and acorn and sword crest. And then I will create stickers and make them available to everybody. If you guys like the idea of that, we will do that. Gear Falcon 6, or Gyre Falcon 6. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name. Welcome to the Knights of the Round. Everybody raise your swords. Let's honor Gyre Falcon 6. Enjoy your badging system and enjoy your exclusive Excalibur emojis. Choose your sword. Raise it. Choose all the swords. Raise them all at the same time. Whatever you want. They're yours now. Kiefer says, I just got a Millet Torrent. Woohoo! Hey, nice, good for you, man. And thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate that. Very cool. I know, no Z sword yet, but I promise it's coming. So the tiers get higher and higher and higher, so I have to hit higher numbers for memberships. So for people who don't know, the more people who join the membership program, there are more slots that open up for new emojis, and then I create new swords. And everybody voted on the Z sword from Dragon Ball Z. And there was another one, I forgot what it was, but yeah, I'll add in like interesting swords that have been like a big part of, shows that we watch, movies that we watch, video games we play. Yeah, I'll add that stuff in. Z sword from Dragon Ball Z is definitely going to be in there. Trunks' sword and Z sword are actually different, but I'll try and add them both in. Pickles in the chat. Headless Horseman sword. You need to check that out. You mean for like Ichabod Crane and the Headless Horseman? I'll have to check that out. The sword from wasn't Johnny Depp in that movie? The one that was like plunged into the tree. Is that the sword you're talking about? I feel like I remember that. I'll have to go check on that. Good suggestion. Need a Star Trek Klingon sword. I'll have to check that one out too. I never watched Star Trek, but if you guys want that one, we've got extra slots. Enough people want it. When it comes time to create a new emoji, I'll do a community post and let you guys vote. That's how we'll decide. Game of Thrones swords, that'd be super cool. Jamie's sword, and honestly, truthfully, I like Jamie's sword better than John's sword. I think Jamie's sword is a lot cooler. I don't like the white wolf pommel. I think that looks dumb. I like the golden lion pommel. I think that's way cooler. You're like the really cool Dwight of YouTube. Okay. Thank you. That was really nice of you. Dwight is my favorite character from The Office. Let's see here. A pickle sword. Yeah, I do need to do a pickle sword. I did promise you guys that. I love your Kylo Ren lightsaber. I just need to join. Yeah, hey, you want to wield that lightsaber? $1.99 a month and it's yours. I'm trying to make light of that. Seriously, that is a good way to support the channel, and it is fun to mess around with that in the live chat. People like the badging system. I think it's neat, And the different colored knight helmets actually spawn the different colored stickers, right? So your final badge is actually this. This is the Golden Knight helmet sticker, which is a Patreon exclusive. That's something that we only do on Patreon. But the regular helmet stickers are something that I do sell. If you're interested in that, you're welcome to message me on Patreon or whatever. Yeah, the final helmet is that golden one there. I'm with you on a shemedium. I love my shaman. But it would be perfect. It would be a perfect spider coat. Yeah, I agree. The medium-sized, a shemedium would be fantastic. Nick Shabazz, actually, when I made that post a long time ago on Instagram, I said the shemini, and he said it should be called the shaboy. Because shaman, oh my God, Nick with the puns is so quick. I guarantee you came up with that in 0.2 seconds. Oh my God. Max Tinkander, thank you very much. Welcome to the Knights of the Round, buddy. Everybody raise your swords for Max Tinkander. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Enjoy the badging system and enjoy your exclusive Excalibur emojis. Wield the sword or swords of your choice. They are at your disposal. What time is it, fellow knights and people? About 6 minutes. Y'all can start talking about pickles now. There's nothing I can do about it. I do not have any control over the final 5 minutes of this live stream anyway. So you guys can talk about it if you want to. I'm sure people will pick up on the game. If you've never been a part of my live stream, this just has turned into a tradition. So, yeah. One moment. I'm going to grab another beverage. I promise I will rate your pickle joke. Oh, we got another night. Renee Chavez, thank you so much. Welcome to the Knights of the Rounds. Enjoy your exclusive Excalibur emojis and your new badging system. Wield the sword of your choice. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining, guys. That's awesome. We got 4 new knights tonight. This is excellent. I love seeing. That's the thing. It's like I've made a joke about the whole swords in the chat thing, but it really is cool to see all the swords raised because that's like I close close my eyes and I imagine everyone's like, "Hail!" It's just fun, you know. One moment. All right. Oh, where did I set it down? Bless it. There we go. Yeah. All right. So now we get red Sith saber. I should do a double-ended lightsaber, huh? Make it diagonal to make it different. All the swords point north. I wanted to do Sephiroth's, what does he wield? The Masamune? I don't know how to pronounce that. The Daleka. We should make a Daleka emoji. Man, I'll tell you what, if I had 10 more emoji slots, I'd make so many weird ones. I want to start making like evergreen knife emojis. Like I want a PM2 emoji. I want an XM18 emoji, but I have such a small box to make those. And I have to get them into Logo Pit, and I got to make the white outline so they pop on the black background, but still look good on the white background. You got to make a PNG with a transparent background so you don't have a box. What a mess. Let's see here. Kirito's Elucidator. I don't know what that is, but you send me a picture of it on Instagram and I'll consider it. I am not above anime. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm just not very... The animes that I watch are Dragon Ball Z, well, Dragon Ball Super now, and One Punch. I'm trying to get into Full Metal Alchemist. I'm trying. Outside of that, I have a short attention span. So those animes that are typical, like where they do that thing where it's like the character's like coming to a new school or something, and he's like, oh, and then like it's like this flashback and it's this long story. I'm like, done. I don't care. I can't do this. Somebody needs to punch somebody in the face or I'm not gonna watch it. I like One Punch because it's funny and it's packed with action and it has no love story whatsoever. Same thing with Dragon Ball Super. Outside of that, I can't do it. But I do, yeah, I'm not above. I mean, like, you show me an anime that's along those lines, I'll watch it. FMA Brotherhood is the way to go. Okay. Yeah, I used to watch Cowboy Bebop a lot because it came on Adult Swim right before Dragon Ball Z when I was in high school. And Cowboy Bebop is awesome. Everybody tells me to watch JoJo's. Everybody tells me to watch that. Is it ironic? Is it serious? Is it satire? I've watched clips and I don't understand. I don't understand if it's serious or not. If it's funny, I'll watch it for sure. Would I get your face reveal if I became a patron? My face is on Instagram. You can go look at my face whenever you want. I'm an off-brand Mark Wahlberg is the general consensus. In fact, Slicey has me in his phone as Lesser Wahlberg, literally. But yeah, you can go look at my face whenever you want, buddy. But I'd still like it if you were a patron. You get some extra perks. Wink, wink. You'll have to find out what they are once you join. JoJo's is everything. It's funny. Yeah, I love South Park. Bebop is good. Here every week. Watch almost every video. Hey, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're like a brother I always wanted. Little bro, LOL. Thank you. I appreciate that. Not the cheat. I'm not reading that out loud, but I'll take your money. No, I'm kidding. Thank you very much for the donations, or for the donation. He says 2 acorns, 1 pickle. You have quite the collection of objects there, sir. I have 914 posts. Yeah, you got to dig. Oh, go to my community tab. Go to my community tab on YouTube. It's much more recent. Scroll through my community posts. I've got a couple of face pictures in there, if you want to see. It's nothing special. I did a face. I showed my face a long time ago to let everybody know I'm not trying to make that my thing. You guys can see my face. Right now, I have a huge beard. I grew my beard out like crazy because I work from home now. I don't have clients to meet with face to face, so I have a gigantic, sort of reddish brown beard that has become very thick. I've become very accustomed to beard oil. Yep, not DGA. Use the beard. I have to. It grows out of the side of my face like clown hair. It's terrible. Beard reveal. I'd have to stick my chin in such a small area right here. No, I'll post a picture on Instagram if I remember tomorrow. I'll post a picture. It's becoming. It's not like ZZ Top beard. It's just become very thick, and I look like somebody who lives in a log cabin, like way away from civilization right now. You can, in your imagination, not DG, although now that I am aware that you might be imagining it, it's kind of creeping me out. JK, LOL. Challenge accepted. Beard balm is the best. If those of you who have gone from a shaved face to a full beard, it took me 3 weeks to get through the itchy phase, and now I've accepted it. It's just like a face blanket, and it's not itchy. I don't get the bendy aches like when I wake up and the hair's all bent over. No, it's grown past that point, and now it's just a comfortable blanket on my face. And I know that if I shave it, it will my face will be cold, and I want to keep growing it all the way through winter and just get this big, just thick beard going. Beard promise traps too. That trap picture. I was totally joking around. The whole don't skip neck day thing. Traps are one of the most useless muscle groups, but I don't know why that was. If anybody doesn't know, I'm big into weightlifting, and I don't know. I screw around with bodybuilding techniques, but I am not a bodybuilder. I'm nowhere close. But I do like figuring out how to increase mass in certain areas, and certain movements I figured out will definitely grow your traps. And so I started really exploiting that, and they did. They grew. Almost to, like, my wife makes fun of me. She's like, well, your neck disappeared, so you look really weird now. But I mean, whatever. You can fix that by here's how you fix it. Stop working out and eat a lot of Taco Bell. And it's weird, all of your muscles go away completely. You know what, Al the Science Pal? I always thought it was excess shrugs. The movements that build your traps the most are deadlift, power clean, and then single dumbbell upright rows, like the seated bench, where you do like a dumbbell military press. Stand behind it, and if you're going to do it with your left hand, put your right hand on the bench, lean over, keep that dumbbell close to your chest, pull straight up, elbow up in the air, and you can actually, if you do it just with air, you can feel that trap, that, whichever one is associated with the arm that you're moving, you can feel it contract really hard. Face pulls, seated face pulls, if you're sitting and you've got the double rope, elbows up, pull them towards your face and out, back behind your ears, get those to contract. Those definitely build your traps. And those are light movements. You don't have to use big head. You don't have to do, you don't have to do like rack pulls. We see all those power lifters doing heavy rack pulls. You don't have to do that. Just, range of motion and heavy contractions, 10 to 15. I like to do a 10 to 15 rep range. Heavy contraction, fail. The fail point should be somewhere between 12 and 15. That's the way I like to go. Yeah, slow and controlled movements, 100%. Slow and controlled. Always challenge your max. Try to do more weight. Go heavy, low rep every now and then, but eat right. Eating is very important. In fact, it's probably more important than the actual movements. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, we're getting off track here. Is the Civivi Elementum a good EDC beater? Yeah, 100%. One of the best EDC budget. It's right in between budget and a little bit nicer, especially the S35VN version. The standard version of D2 is a budget knife, and it's one of the most excellent budget knives that's ever existed. Al the Science Pal, you're already cut, man. You're already jacked. You know what you're doing. Thought I was doing well until I saw your delts. That's what my buddies like to call that beach muscle. Because I don't lift like a power lifter. There's a huge difference between mass and strength. There are guys who are much smaller than me who can lift a lot more. So you can manipulate your body mass without getting incredibly strong. So for all we know, Al, you might be way stronger than I am. My frame is the result of doing a lot of heavy contractions and a lot of reps in that range. But yeah, I found out real quick, like early on in high school and middle school wrestling, to never judge the guy based on how big he is or how small he is. I definitely got my ass whooped by guys who were smaller than me on more than one occasion. Just to go off on a little tangent there. But yeah, mass and strength are totally different. Crazy. There's a guy in our gym that weighs like 180, and he's like 5'7", 5'8" maybe. And he deadlifts like 600 pounds. Oh my God. Crazy power. And Ricky, you guys remember Ricky, strongest, most ridiculous human being I've ever met. Check out Ricky Hughes on Instagram. That guy's 100% natty, 100% natural, and is an absolute freak of a human being. Hypertrophy workouts for mass, 100%. Yes. All right. Let's see. So what you're saying is not. Yes. No, it doesn't. A lot of times, muscle mass is really just. Yeah. I mean, you do get stronger for sure, but like if you're looking for strength, just strength, bodybuilding routine is not the way to go. Bodybuilders, like professional bodybuilders, are strong, but the strongest guys in the world are the guys that lift, like that do powerlifting, for sure. CrossFit incorporates a lot of powerlifting. I'm not convinced that everybody does it right at local gyms, but CrossFit incorporates a lot of powerlifting. It just depends on what you're after. There's a lot of different forms of athleticism. It depends on what your goals are. Bodybuilding is the best way to get the physique you want as fast as possible. If you want a very specific type of physique, the all cardio stuff or the all powerlifting stuff, that's not the way to go. The best way to get the physique that you want, if you've always wanted a six-pack and you've wanted really, the small waist and the wide shoulders, the bodybuilding routine is the best way to do that. But it really depends on the diet. You gotta get your diet down. I've had a full beard for the last 8 years. I shaved it off. I'm sure I'd probably look pretty goofy. I feel like that now too. I've forgotten what my chin looks like. It's gone. It's just nested. It just looks like a robin's nest. Abs are 100% made in the kitchen. Here's the thing. Everybody has abs. It's just that how much they show depends on how much mass is built up and what your body fat percentage is. So if you figure out how to manipulate that with the proper diet, right, then yeah, you can definitely get I'd say, like, let's say you're 60 pounds overweight. The craziest transformation I ever went through was 60 pounds in 6 months. I went from completely and totally overweight to completely. I went from 260 pounds to 199 pounds in 6 months, and that was as cut as I have ever been in my entire life. And it was 100% manipulated by diet and exercise. And yeah, once you do it once, like doing a dive off the diving board. Remember doing a dive for the first time as a kid, doing a front flip off the diving board first as a little kid. Once you do it once, it's easy to redo. You go through winter, you gain 10 to 15 pounds. It's real easy to come back. Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, abs are overrated. You really the optimal time to show them is in the summer months, right? And best case scenario, people go, that guy's got abs, and then they go back to doing whatever they were doing. It's really just a personal goal thing, you know. But yeah, I mean, truthfully, anybody, you know, 100%, anybody can do it if you really want it. But you know, if you don't want it, then whatever. You don't have. I also like Taco Bell. I'm conflicted. I like having a six-pack, and I definitely do not have that right now. But I also like Taco Bell a lot. So, image of me, left hand, right hand, moving up and down in the air, right? Do what makes you happy, but try to be healthy. I think that's the best advice I can give you. Try to be moderately healthy, but give yourself some leeway every now and then to do the things that you enjoy. I like to have a couple beers here and there. I like to eat Taco Bell sometimes, but try to make healthy, you know, somewhat healthy choices. I think that's a good way to live your life. All things in moderation is a very good way to go. What's your favorite blade steel? My favorite blade steel is right now, the one I'm most impressed by currently is Maximum, but I'm conflicted because I know it won't be fun to sharpen. My favorite blade steel of all time is CPM 154, followed closely by S35VN, and I'm sure that S45VN will impress me just as much. I'd really like to try out more crew wear. I'd really like to try out more Rex 45. I really like tool steels. I've come around to this idea that tool steels will probably be the ultimate preference living in Kansas. Tool steels and non-stainless steels that are high in toughness and edge retention. Rex 45, K390, and Maximum, I think, are going to be some of the really mega performers here in the next couple of years, for sure. Let's see. If you have diamond stone sharpening Maximum, that's what everybody tells me. That's what Super Steel Steve told me, and I feel like that's probably the case. Wow, we are way over the line here on time. I got carried away. You guys got me off on talking about weightlifting and all other crap, so we got to end this live stream. Guys, this was fun. I mean, you know, there's only, I think maybe we peaked out around 140, and that's totally fine, but this was a really fun live stream for me. And hey, thank you to all the new Knights of the Round who joined tonight. That's awesome. Thank you to everybody who donated. Funds that are generated during the live stream always go right back into the channel, so that is much appreciated. Excellent conversation tonight. This was a lot of fun. But yeah, I think we've come to the end of the live stream. Next week, live stream will be on Saturday, unless something unplanned or cataclysmic happens, in which case it'll be on Friday, or if we go towards the cataclysmic end, it won't happen, but probably not. It'll probably just be on Saturday. So anyways, hope you guys have an excellent rest of your Saturday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.